Hmm. Well, hi. I am in Redgrave, and we are back with What Remains of Edith Finch. Why is my brain stuttering all of a sudden? Uh, okay, we did, the last person we did was Calvin here. Because, yeah, we're doing the family tree.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's right, I'm trying to...
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just being paranoid. Alright, can't... Can I look through the peephole that way? Oh, we can go up here. Imagine having a room like this. Would be pretty fun. Can we, can we? Ah, we can.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Didn't see that poster. Right, so... Did we go back out, or where did we go? We go somewhere. I'm getting stuck on the chair. Why are all the... I'm gonna say the... Edith's mum might have had good intentions and all that, but to basically rope off an entire... Well, to seal up all of the rooms just because she was a touch squared of what could happen. Okay, is something... Oh. Little caterpillar. Voila. What a whimsical house.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, this is a way out. That is just concerning. Oh, here we are.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Looks like... Poor Barbara didn't get to live very...
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh. Yeah. Some child stars don't make it. Oh, You got Groceos. Innocent to look at just here. Oh boy. Welcome to Grisly Tales for
Of
Gruesome
all the
Kids.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I'm just gonna say, dump him.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very tropey. Oof. Your dad doesn't have to slice his hand. I'm just kicking that chair.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out.
What a
She
douche.
gave her
Dump him.
something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
No.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the bookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
We go.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Can we make more games like this? It's kind of fun. This is Molly's room. Not exactly what
She
you
thought
need.
about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Where do we go again? Been a while.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah. That's something we could call it. Cheesy. Very terrible. Puns. But on point. There we go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Who has been drinking? You been at the hutch again? Right, right, so we go down. The most terrifying thing right now is the packing peanuts. Hello. And around 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 and around. Jeez. Only for a shortcut. I used to love a TV show called Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids. It's a bit like, well, it's Cautionary Tales for Lovers of Squeam. Basically, it was just, you know, a story about bad kids, and then they got some sort of comeuppance, like a chatterbox becoming a ventriloquist doll, and they had a zipper over his mouth. It's pretty neat. Apparently, people found that scary.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, who doesn't love a tetanus shot? Actually, I got one for splitting my head open when I was 5. Good times, good times.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
She had packages?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
She wasn't, was she?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
About that.
If there's
I
a
don't-
pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
True that. Oh. Here we go.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Oh, okay.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
How are we doing on canned peaches?
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Changing
Maybe
music.
I just got tired of being afraid.
Sorry, it's just the change in music.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave.
2005?
Well, I still can.
It's March. I would have been 14. Not yet 15. This is a game I would hold up for its storytelling.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh, that's what the words are. Imagine being holed up, you step outside, you're not even 10 minutes out in the open, and bam, you're gone. That is tragic. He's saying he doesn't mind a year. Mate, you didn't even last frickin' 15 minutes. Not even quarter of an hour. I get...
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What? In a wee bunker?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else did she not tell you about? Sorry. Jars of ketchup. She didn't tell you about an uncle in the house? Well, under your
I
house?
can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
No. Ooh, rotten garbage.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Well, self-fulfilling prophecy is something. I won't pass some of these.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Oh, no, write it. By all means.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
That was nice. I love the atmospheric, bleakness of this. It's very well done.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
An unfortunate one, I'm afraid.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Okay, we got Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. They really like their names. Oh, Shadow for a cat. It's absolutely adorable. Bob the dog. Oliver the bunny. Honestly. We got Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy, Coco, Zoe.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
It's very, well, you gotta start somewhere.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
To
She
go
could
down.
see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yeah. Didn't just go down with the ship, it went down with us. Alright.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Even he couldn't survive it.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Sometimes it's better to show than to tell. Also, I think you can check. Yep. Usk.
But looking
I mean-
back on it now,
Who wouldn't want a treehouse like this?
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Weeks. You're a mad lassie. Who's the baba?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Wanting to just... I think we'll do one
They
more.
were both pretty intense.
I'm not a fan. I hated art class. We had a bunch of these. Birds, a hedgehog, a bunny, a baby crocodile. Don't know where that came from.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah. What by that deer wished it was in front. You shoot a squirrel. Or was it roadkill? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna look around for a wee second to see if there's anything. They stuffed the cat. Jeez. I be taking a gander. Okay, alright. Oh, check the old telly. Is that a radio? Nice. Oh, he's a marine. What is it, Semper Fi? Okay. One more story, shall we?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Definitely should not have drunk.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Sure skis.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Sure, why not?
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Hey.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Oh, this is disorienting.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don.
Oof. Oh, if it's gonna stress them out.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Well, that one's a bit of a mixed bag.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
About, about your granda taking a tumble because the deer wasn't fully dead. Quite a, how would you put it, a shutterbug. Snip snap. Should have just stuck to this type of shooting. But I know in some regions it's you do it because the natural predators like wolves and such are in low supply to keep the populations down. So yeah, I know that's, it's not something I totally agree with, but I understand why it has to happen sometimes, because some people just don't want wolves around. I don't know if Scotland's gonna actually get the wolf population up. We've got our wee Highland tigers. They look like house cats. They're so adorable. Oh, yeah, we're trying to diversify. That's a weird tangent. So, I keep doing that and you see that light. But, okay. I think, let's see. We have a Gregory, a Gus, a Lewis, a Milton. We've got about 4 people left. I think oh, that's right. Okay. For people who enjoy representation, I personally I'm not somebody who needs representation, but to know that Edith is mixed race and it's a similar mix to myself is kind of interesting, because Sanjay is our dad. You don't get much of his story though. It's just everybody with the last name Finch. So, coolsies. Anyway, hope you're actually enjoying this little week of whatever the hell this is. It's a mixed bag of crazy and cuckoo stuff. Some of it very sad. Is it Gregory that's the really sad one? I think it's between Gregory and is it Lewis? That kind of makes you go, oh, that's not good. What was Gus again? I can't remember. Well, we'll find out. So, yeah. You have yourself a good day. Don't go imagining the worst. Look after yourself. And please do like and subscribe. I do like it when you do that. So I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Have yourself a nice day, alright? Bye-bye.